Welcome to part 1 of Smart Home Automation series. Today, I'll show you my current setup. Maybe you'll have some ideas from it. On further episodes, I'll break down each component and how to configure it properly. To start with, you will need an interface and a system running behind it. Right now, for interface, there are many different big names competing for this particular market. You have Apple Home, Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and so on. Personally, I prefer open source that gives me the most options while not leaking my data to a particular provider. At the end of the day, as a consumer, I want my system to be as secure as possible. With all that in mind, I'm currently running Home Assistant on an Intel NUC. As I want to access my smart home from anywhere around the world, that means I also have opened my ports to the scary World Wide Web. At this point, understand what that really means. Having your local computer port open to internet is like throwing brains in front of a zombie mob. Hackers will try to break your system, and they will try to make your life a living hell. With that being said, if you do want to access your smart home from outside your home, 1. Get yourself a SSL certificate, 2. Choose a strong password, and 3. Enable two-factor authentication. I have got my free URL from dhis.org, that's dhis.org, and free certificate from Let's Encrypt. By the way, a huge shout out to all the guys and girls working on Home Assistant. It's absolutely fabulous. There is also native applications for both iOS and Android. I mean, what more can one ask for? With all required credentials, one can finally log into the actual GUI. I'm an old nerd with 28 years of coding experience, and my first love was electronics. Then I studied systems engineering in Sheffield, and this smart home to me is an amalgamation of computers, electronics, CAD, in essence, an engineer. Oh boy, Dilbert would be so proud. On my startup screen, I have configured it to show all the people I'm tracking. So it's me, my mom, who's at my sister right now during this epidemic, and my daughter, who lives with my ex-wife. Next, calendar. It pulls its data from my Google Calendar, so it would notify me of any birthday, holidays I've already got set up. Next is a simple to-do list to show us all the benefits. As I'm getting older, I need a regular reminder on when to take my garbage out. Not only this shows me my garbage schedule, it will also send me a text notification, remind me to take the bin out. My Wi-Fi enabled speaker would even speak it out.
Remember to put out green bin.
Finally, no GUI is ever complete without a weather forecast. In my lounge, I have a non-smart Sony Bravia TV, a non-smart Sony Atmos AV amplifier, Virgin cable, a PS3 and Amazon Fire TV 4K, with my NAS providing it with local video, audio and pictures. A Logitech Harmony Hub brings all the controls to one, and Harmony is smart. This gives me a remote control over my interface to switch on TV, watch cable, watch movie, listen to music, play PS3, and so on. Recently, I have got a Google Nest Mini. It's sitting in my kitchen right now and welcomes any of the track people when they come home, amongst other notifications. Ah yes, I am old and sad. I have my house talking to me. Here I have all my lights and switches. This responsive GUI fits accordingly based on device resolutions. From this, I can switch on various lights, heaters, printers. On top of that, all of this can also be automated. I have designed a multi-sensor and I have a bunch of them scattered around my house. Each of these boxes gives me a bunch of states that includes current temperature, humidity, quality of air in that room, if there is anyone in there, if there is enough light in the room, if the window is closed or not. On top of that, I have got some lovely charts. Oh baby. For my CCTV system, I bought 2 cheap old VHS security cameras just for the enclosure. Then I replaced everything inside with my own power supply, a Raspberry Pi Zero, a Pi camera, and a 3D printed extender. These cameras are running motion eye, and my server is responsible for detecting any motion and saving the video files. I also have a view of my 3D printer in this tab. This tab shows me my home floor plan. Most of the icons are clickable. The one in black is not implemented yet. This, with my multi-sensor, can give me a visual look of any room status, including if the window is open, if someone is in the room or not, and so on. A simple map showing where everyone is. Now, most of the tabs you have seen so far, in essence, shows us various values from different devices. This tab shows me statuses of all my devices. If my ad blocker is running, if VPN is running, if my IoTs are up, what upload-download rate is being monitored at my router, and so on. And overall devices summary. At the time of this video, I'm using Home Assistant version 0.109.1. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys had fun and maybe picked up some new ideas. I'll be releasing some new videos on how to do these configurations and further information on the multi-sensors, floor plan, people presence, and all that. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.